All right. Someone say something.
All right. I'm going to say we're live right now.
Let's get the show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans, with your hosts, Jesse Martin.
Because 90% of them are wrong. They're fucking wrong.
Max Taman.
You've got a plate of shit and you've got a bowl of shit. They're the same thing.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
John Taman.
What the hell was I talking about?
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taman.
That's right. I am the world's worst podcast host. I am John Taman. However, we are not fans anymore of the world's worst football team. Are we? That's right. A big fucking W. We've got my good friend Jesse over here driving through southeastern Virginia trying to get home. We've got Scott from Barrow and Furnace, UK, joining us down there. Let's see if his wife's going to yell at him tonight for being too loud. And we got Max down there. We're waiting on Scouse to see if he's going to come in or if he's just mad at me because I've been picking on his head. Oh, there he is. There he is.
There he is.
All right, and as you can see, his head is big and round. Oh, well, there he is. Wait, no. Ooh, it's the ghost of Scouse.
Same ghost.
It's it's the ghost of Scouse.
I like sitting in the dark watching the telly, mate. Do you know what I mean?
I do too. I mean, shit, your wife can't see when you're touching yourself, right? And I got to tell you, for Commanders fans, there's been plenty to touch yourself over today. I would possibly say, I had so much fun watching this football game. And I know Jesse, with the first thing, by the way, Jesse from southeastern Virginia, my good friend over there who's trying not to have a traffic accident. What do you think about the football game?
I mean, I said it in our previous podcast. I knew we were going to win this game. I had no doubts whatsoever.
It's so funny.
I fucking told y'all our defense was going to show up. Our defense was going to show up. And have 4 sacks. And John Allen was, I talked to John Allen before the game. I told him, I said, listen, man, you're bumming out. You got to show up. And he showed up. So they listened to me for once. But look, it was a fun game. I would love to have more games like this.
Oh, yeah. I'd like to have maybe 14 more like this. Maybe 17 more.
17.
Like 17, that would work. And by the way, Jesse was talking shit. So anyway, Scott, give me your first impressions of tonight's football game.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, 42 points is ridiculous. Every time Jaden Daniels was on the ball, it just felt comfortable. I've never felt like that. I've never thought, that's all right, it's 3rd and 7. Jaden's got this. No problem at all.
His wife is standing with a rolling pin right around the corner. She's like,
no, I've got to be quiet, mate.
If you raise your voice.
Oh, I know. And besides that, it is late where you are, which is why Scouse is watching TV in the dark.
It's exactly midnight, John.
Okay, well, there you go. Exactly midnight. Scouse, what are your impressions of the game today?
Yeah, really good, man. I mean, there's a lot of good, there's some bad. But having 42 points, I think it's the first time in 8 years that we actually scored 42 points in a game. Okay. So
there you go.
Very impressive, man.
That's splitting hairs. But yeah, I agree. This is the first time that we've scored over 30 twice in a row in quite a while, too. Max, what are your first impressions of the game?
We have a quarterback, and it feels great. We've never had one in my entire life. My whole life.
Yeah, I
don't know what to do.
We had a blip of one for a minute or so there. Jesse, roll up your window. What the hell are you doing?
I mean,
it is different.
We're 3-1. We're a game ahead in the division going into October. Who would have thought?
I don't know. Not me. Not this year. But yeah, I'll tell you what. What's nice to see is the progression. Watching him just take more and more of the offense. And all right, so I guess I should give my first impressions before we really get into it and stuff like that. I thought it was a fantastic win. We did exactly what we needed to do, which was move the ball on the ground. That offensive line had another excellent game. I mean, they gave up a couple of sacks, but by and large, I thought Jaden had a lot of time today. And I thought that the defense finally fucking showed up, man. They got pressure on the quarterback and started to finally get him down. So, hooray for that.
John,
right, I just want to point out. Shout out to, I think Emmanuel Forbes played a hell of a game today, too. He stuck his head in there a couple times. He kind of, I mean, you can definitely tell he's light as hell. But he was physical. I saw a couple times him being really physical. So that was good to see in his first game back.
I've never doubted his courage. You were saying something, Scott.
Yeah, I just want to shout out to Canada Mike there and say I was a non-believer, but all is forgiven. And it's it's looking more and more like them 12 wins, mate.
Yeah, buddy. I'll tell you what.
Hey, why is Jesse always in the car?
Because he's got to go over to somebody's house that has a television so he can watch the game.
No, whenever the game. Okay, look. Whenever the game is on Fox, I can't watch Fox at my house. For some fucking reason, they don't have a stream. I refuse to fucking pay for cable, and I can stream every other fucking channel out there. I just can't stream Fox.
So you got to get your next door neighbor or something.
And I've been going to my parents' house for 40 years watching the games, anyways. So it's kind of a thing.
Yeah,
no, fair enough.
Fuck it, why not? I would. They give him freaking cornbread with honey. All right, so. Look, Jaden's looking really good. All right, he made his first real mistake this week. All right, which I thought was a sailed pass. I don't think it was a mental error. I think it was a physical error. But.
It was a sailed pass. He had the guy. He had him open. He had some bad mechanics with his back foot. He let his back foot stick, and he sailed the ball.
Yeah,
but I mean, if you look at how he had where the Terry was and where the defense was, that could have been something. Could have been something.
I agree. Deluxe Forbes and Igbenogany stepped up. I like the way Igbenogany plays, man. I think that dude plays physical. So, Scouts, give me something about your freaking Scott G giving a bunch of shit.
Wait, hold on. Let me answer that. I have antennas, Scott G. I live in BF fucking E, and even with the antenna, I can't get fucking Fox. I've tried.
Look, Scott lives out in South Dakota.
Go to Best Buy.
Scott G lives out in South Dakota. He's got an antenna that's probably freaking 100 feet high over the back of his house, and he's got a shortwave radio to go, hello, I have a ham radio here in South Dakota, and I'm trying to order me some from millet for my sheep. All right, so yeah, I like the way Igbenogany is playing. Scouts, pick me one guy out of the game. Give him your man of the match. Wiley. Scouts is going to give Wiley the man of the match today.
Oh my God, hell has fucking froze over.
Better be careful, Scott. Jesse's going to drive right into your mouth.
I thought Wiley was really good today. I give people the flowers, man, when they play well,
Yeah.
He does too. He stands outside the locker room with daisies. I thought you played wonderful today, sir.
Now roses, I go with me. I go with roses.
John,
all right.
I think I just went into a coma.
I'm serious.
Right, he said.
You always in a coma, Scott. You always in a coma.
I'm glad I'm not religious because I think that's one of the signs of the apocalypse that they told about in the Bible. Is that Scouts was going to praise Andrew Wiley.
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
so
I thought they played really well. I thought the whole line played pretty well, really.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah, they had a couple of penalties but I thought that ref was being really. He was really taking tack.
I think that fourth quarter, man. I think that's mental mistakes. I think it's more fatigue. I think personally.
Yeah.
Why it's happened twice now.
Mm-hmm. Is it fatigue or is it just an experience of being ahead?
Hey, look, 42-14. That's final.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about anything about the defense. Yes, we gave up the run. We bent and didn't break. That's what we did.
If we can find a way to slow down the run, I think, man, we could have a fucking season.
Connor had some holes today, man.
For the second week in a row, it looked like we were trying to defend the pass and let them run all over us, which, frankly, I'm okay with because once you get into the red zone, it's hard to pass in there.
I think you're probably right in that there was a lot of plays, especially in the first half, where we saw the pass rush run right past a running back, and it wasn't necessarily even a delayed handoff. But there were times I thought, damn, they could be jumping on the ball at the handoff, and they're just missing it. So.
I'll tell you what, my man of the match is Dorrance Armstrong. I think he played. He was freaking noticeable today.
He got his name called twice.
Yeah,
that's 2 more times than he has all season. All right, what about you, Scott? You're man of the match there.
I thought Zacchaeus had an amazing game. I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah, I thought Zacchaeus had a great game. Max, go ahead. Who's yours?
Jeremy McNichols.
There you go.
Great shout.
2 touchdowns. If anyone told me today a running back would have scored 2 touchdowns, I think all of us would have said it's James Conner.
Oh, I would have said maybe Brian Robinson because he
Or
also
Brian
had
You
Robinson,
homer. You absolute homer.
Look, I have him in my big keeper league. He's the only keeper I kept this year. I could have kept 4. I only kept him, threw everybody else back. And because I knew he's a bell cow back. What did he get? 19 carries today? Was it over 20 today? I mean, granted, that sounds bad for somebody my age that 20 carries is a bell cow, but it is these days. He gets better as the game goes on. They have a hard time knocking him backwards ever. And so, yeah, I would have thought that he might have had 2 touchdowns today. And, he got it down there, and then McNichols put it in on the second one.
I thought Bobby Wagner had an excellent game today, too.
I think it's like Deluxe has just said in the chat there. It's really difficult to pick one individual person out because every single person played well. Special teams were great, offense were great, defense stepped up when we needed them to. Initially, it didn't look great for the defense, but they were very, very good across the board.
Yeah, I agree.
Cliff Kingsbury, man, what a guy! I mean, to come in and do that and just show them and give a big fuck you to Arizona. Happy days.
I love that. I love that.
Can't afford it, man.
But he does have that phone working there, Andy.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that Burrows is talking like this, but he's not even on the show. Guess he can't afford a video, can he?
I guess not. He's probably in the car, which, as you can see, does not stop Jesse in any way whatsoever. And I think what happened is that Scouse blew his fuse box because he was using his electric head warmer. And it was and
Where's your fedora gone? Where's it gone? It fell off. Was it?
There we go. I can't put it on with the headphones on, but yeah.
There it is.
There we go.
Bloody hell.
Oh, man. All right, so, that would be my man of the match would be Brian Robinson Jr. I really like this way the special teams has been playing. Dude, they are fucking rocking people's teeth when they hit. Scott, what the,
Yes, don't do that, mate. That just scares everybody. Gee.
All right, yeah, let's see here. Mike says, even though Trustway only punted once, he's still the best player at his job. I agree. I thought he punted well. That's fine. Put him on the shelf for another 2 weeks. We'll see you again close to Thanksgiving, hopes. Maybe we'll see that. Have him come in for a bunch of extra points. That would be good. Do we have anything else that we want to say? Jesse, you got something you want to say?
No, special teams. This was an all-around team win. It's good to see. Let's hope the defense can keep it up. I still would like to see it get a little bit better against the run. Lulu was an animal flying everywhere, and we got a lot better line play from the defense. And fucking A, man, that was such a good, fun win.
Jean-Baptiste is moving around quick, man. I like him. He's starting to muck things up in there, and I like it. Look, there's nothing really to complain about as far as I'm concerned. The gaps that James Conner was running through were big, but the thing is, if you're not going to stop our offense, whatever, go right ahead. Our defense, we forced 3 punts in a row, wasn't that right? Or was it 4 in a row?
3.
3 in a row, and then and we also had a takeaway today, which is fucking hippie hurrah. All right, so good.
I think it's 2 3-and-outs in a row, 3 punts in a row.
Yeah, so there you go.
That's better than we've seen all year.
Hey, look, Scott G says something smart for a change. This is a day that we should put down in the history books. Greatness follows number 5 way, and now JD, which probably came in over his shortwave. Somebody called him from fucking Montana and said, "Hey, Scott, I'm listening to you on the pod thing."
I'll tell you what, Josh Allen has some competition for MVP. The way Jaden's playing.
100%.
Yeah,
MVP.
You can't not say it.
I mean, he's 82% of his passes. That's through 4 games. That's better than any quarterback in the history of fucking quarterbacks.
I'd have to say right,
Jesse.
except for the first one.
Crazy.
Jesse, I do think that there's a different front runner in that regard, but we don't have to talk about that today.
There's not, but okay.
Go
We'll
ahead.
talk about it tomorrow.
You're telling me that Sam Darnold isn't playing better than anybody in the league right now?
But he's Sam Darnold. Come on now.
I'm not listening to Sam Darnold at MVP in the same sentence. No.
Statistically, in QBR, he's not, Max. He's not as good as Jaden.
It's like somebody telling me they got a great
or Josh Allen.
Yeah, but MVP isn't the stat leader. It's who is most valuable to their team.
Well,
That's the other thing that Andy Burrows has just put out there. He said, "What's the weather like in late December, early January? Because obviously you're going to have to
Fucking
come
cold.
back."
sometimes it is. The thing about MVP and most valuable to the team in Minnesota, dude, their defense is playing lights out football. They've got Justin Jefferson, who, granted, Blockhead has to throw it up, but he's Justin Jefferson. And they've got, what's his name? The running back is playing really well as well. The guy they got from the Packers. Fuck, I'm blanking on his name right now.
Aaron Jones.
Oh, what is this here? Yeah, Aaron Jones. Andy says, "Go be a boring ginger elsewhere." Hey, for all us gingers, you know what we say? That's what I say. You're the only person I know that can bite into a popsicle and not even damage it. All right. So now I'm thrown off completely. Scott, take it away.
I don't know what to say.
He has nothing to say. All right, Scouse, I'm sure you have something to say. No, he doesn't.
Fuck you.
Fuck you, he says. Yeah, I gotta say this. That's true. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck was that? My God. Get your brakes fixed. I don't know.
Wasn't me. I'm in a parking lot waiting for this podcast to be over with because I'm going to treat myself. Every time the Commanders win, I treat myself to a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, of course you do.
A bowl of cereal.
I thought you just pulled up to Deshaun Watson's favourite place in DC.
I had a food line.
He went to that place went to that place we were talking about on the podcast yesterday that Deshaun Watson was going to go to. Things to stick in your butt.
No, that's right there. Can you see it? That's the Zen Asian massage. Right, about 4 doors down.
There you go. You tuned in to talk about you tuned in to hear us talk about the Commanders' big win, and what you found out was where the whorehouse near Jesse's house was. So yeah, he's treating himself to a bowl of cereal. Right.
Take that Jergens with you, Jesse.
A bowl of cereal.
Yes, he's having himself a bowl of happy endingos. So there we go. All right. I think everybody had a great game. And even though they called some ticky-tack fouls, and when they called McNichols for his fucking arrow shoot, I thought that was corny as shit. But, the NFL told Josh Norman not to do that, and they started turning it into a penalty. So to me, that's got to stop. And I think that Siebert doesn't give a shit.
He doesn't have the strongest leg in the world, but man, he's aces right now.
How strong do we know it is? Has he even started to has he had to kick from 50 yet? I don't think he has.
I think he struggles on kickoffs.
Is he struggling, or is he just? Yeah. I mean, we might just love going down there and cracking their fucking heads open at the 21-yard line, which we've been doing quite well.
The one that went to the 17, you can tell that got kicked higher on purpose. It wasn't something that was just a line drive to that spot. That was a sky kick.
Yeah, I think Larry Izzo is really got these guys flying hard. And I mean, Jeremy Reeves, he buys into it instantly. That dude wakes up in the morning and rams his head through a wall. I guarantee you, that's what he does.
Well, the kickoffs, the trajectory doesn't matter anymore because you can't move until the ball either hits the ground or it's caught.
No, but if you kick it higher, you can maybe have more control over where it's going to come down.
Mm-hmm. Because when you kick it low and you try and boom it down to the 2, it's just you're giving that guy more momentum to get brought up to where everybody is. If you kick it high and make him come up to the 17, you give him 8 yards before he's hitting the back of his own guys.
That's a good point, and it's working. That's the one thing I really like about special teams is not just that they're making the stops, but they're making them stops emphatically.
Red Zones just gave the best rookie performance of the day, presented by Verizon to Jaden Daniels. So
we need to get paid for that.
3 in a row, man.
We need to get paid for that.
He should win rookie of the week again.
Other networks are available.
Probably OPOY.
Rookie of the month, at least.
I mean,
he's definitely that. He might even be offensive player of the month for the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad thing to say.
Yeah.
God damn it. When was the last time we had a quarterback? Maybe Robert once, that got some awards like that?
I don't even think so. This is the best start we've had, John, since 2011.
Well, yeah, but it's not even the start so much. It's the way that he's playing. Like, I'm watching, we're all nervous when he takes off and runs, but at the same time, it's not like he's doing the usual quote unquote mobile quarterback from college where they give him 1 or 2 reads and then say run. You can see him back there. His feet are dancing. He's jumping from corner to corner to corner, pop, 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 around, and then back around again, and then he runs. And he's got poise. He knows what he's looking for. He makes good throws. What the fuck was that? Were we just hearing a price negotiation? It's Jesse on the speaker over there. I'll have the hand job over the pants, but under my t-shirt, if you don't mind. And I'll give me an extra nipple pinch. Right?
Yeah,
$20, sir.
Yeah, they're gonna just reach out the window. Jesse hopes. Now, give me the one with the sexy tattoo, because I don't see anything else. So, anyway. All right, so what do we got left? Anything? I mean, great. We could talk about the game all night, but I really don't have anything prepared. We just finished it, so. People want to tune in and watch us fuck with each other. That's fine, because that's kind of what we do all the time.
Well, we'll save the rest for tomorrow.
We will save the rest for tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be on at 5:30 in the afternoon with our much more ballyhooed post-game show. This is really only supposed to be a 15-minute shoot-the-shit session. And, usually we're just depressed as hell. But this year, we're all extremely giddy.
All different.
It really is. I think I'm heading over to where Jesse's parked.
Yeah, come on. Andy's for everyone.
It'll take you a little bit longer to get down there.
It will take me a long time to get down there. I'll probably just handle myself and be done with it. All right, so
check us out tomorrow at 5:30. You can also check out the Bunker. That show will be dropping around 5:30 as well. But then before that, just jump on live with us in the chat, and then check out the 1 Point Safety Show on Thursdays at 3:30.
At 3:30, and if you do join us in the chat, we'll put things up like this. If she asks you to tickle her balls, just don't ask any questions, Jesse. And that's the kind of show that this is. So if your kids are paying attention to us, and they pick up bad language or awful, horrible things, it ain't our fault, man. Be a better parent. All right. So
not watch this.
That's right. Don't let your kids watch this damn show. All right. So for the 1 Point Safety shows, Scouse Andy and Scott, who's just thankful that we're not making him be too loud, because as we can see, Scott, lean in a little bit. Let's see that big frickin' newspaper SWAT mark on your forehead. She came down with that rolled up magazine.
Look at that black eye there.
All right, then we
I think I will get a black eye as well, because the Jags lost again. So yeah, maybe.
Oh, but you're definitely getting black eyed.
Look, she picked the team because he's cute. Nah, she picked the team before that he was cute. But fuck it. Did the Jags win today? Did they actually?
No.
Nope.
Did they pull it off? Nope.
No.
Right. I haven't seen too many scores as of yet right now, but I was enjoying watching the games. Jesus
Well,
Christ,
Cleveland have just lost against Vegas.
Yeah.
And Kansas City just beat the Chargers.
Really? Just beat them.
17-10.
10-10. All right. Jesus. What's up with Kansas City?
They should have lost 3 games. They should have lost 3 games on the spin.
Well, Mahomes up until today had the shortest distance of passing in the league.
He is the one that tore up Rashee Rice's knee.
Oh, now we have to look at Jesse from the point of view of the poor girl that has to service him.
Had Rice for a touchdown. He got his knee blown out.
It was on an interception.
Was it?
An interception happened, and Rice went to tackle the guy from behind, and Mahomes dove and hit Rashee Rice right in the knee, and his knee said, bah!
Fucking hell, man.
That sucks. I'm not laughing at you, Rashee Rice. I'm laughing at the fact that we're going
to being blown up because of his blown up knee.
Jesse's going to go in. There's going to be some hairy Romanian woman in there. Oh, Jesse,
what's the cereal you're getting?
Good.
I've already got it at the house, but I'm eating the Nature Valley. The granola bars. Well, they've crunched them up and made them cereal. Freaking excellent.
Okay. So you're treating yourself to a bowl of cereal.
I gotta get milk.
Yeah, she's playing.
I gotta get the milk, yo.
From the tail.
All right. Well, then we will see you all tomorrow at 4:30. Jesse will be probably filled with fucking cereal.
5:30.
Oh, 5:30. Sorry.
Jesse's actually going to be a dad that goes home with milk. This is unheard of.
Scott, we don't have your issues.
42 points.
Yeah, man.
Big one.
I'm starting to feel good again. I'm scared.
Oh, don't be scared. We're good. Don't worry about that.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, we're going to be all right.
All right,
Friendly
thanks
chat
to
in
the thanks to the Food Lion customer there who's afraid of the success of the Commanders. All right, so then that was it. That was a good place to end the show. The random Food Lion customer there. So until tomorrow evening at 5:30, and then Thursday evening at 3:30, or Thursday afternoon at 3:30 Eastern time. 3 Eastern time. Scouts and Scott, and then the bunker is when?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow
before yours, yeah.
Tomorrow at 4 o'clock. All right, so yeah, Jesse gets to practice all the ways he can be wrong when he comes onto our show.
Wipe those cobwebs out. Yeah.
All right. So until then, we will see you all then. Victory feels good.